What was your takeaways from tonight's game?
Well, a bad start to the game. Uh, thought our guys responded after that. Made a decent run, but today going against the Spurs and Wembanyama, it was a riddle we couldn't solve, especially on the offensive end, and just couldn't generate enough open looks or enough quality looks. Couldn't get transition, couldn't get second shot opportunities. Very difficult to win a game with the group we have today if we can't get any transition baskets and no second chance points.
Kind of on that note, you guys have done a good job against other centers, even with your current roster ratio without a true center. Wemby and just the physical profile and the challenges that he presents, is it almost impossible for you to go against him without a true big man, a true center, and expect to have any sort of success?
Well, I think he gives issues to most players in the whole league because he has strengths that he can drag the bigger guys out to the perimeter, attack them off the dribble, and he's also a good passer out of those situations. Whereas against the smaller guys, he's definitely a roll threat. We saw that especially in the second half with him catching the lobs, but and then the offensive rebound is something that he brings. But one of the things he's been best at this season is just being able to push it in the full court, and they got other guys who do that really well. And for example, I think in the first half it was 18-2 transition points for them. So difference was mostly in the transition there. So
You can't win a game in the first 6 minutes, but the first 6 minutes for them were an onslaught. What does that do for a team, and why is it so critical to try to avoid some of those like avalanche moments in a game?
yeah, sometimes that happens because of there are different factors that go into it, shooting luck or whatever different things, but it's also part of the modern game. Like there's more variance within the game. I know we've also done that to other teams several times this season and the second half of the season where we jump them right from the gun, and then slowly you kind of adjust to what's happening around you. I think for most teams it's definitely kind of an adjustment period to adjust to Wembanyama's length. So even though you're kind of creating advantages, then you're going into the paint and you're either getting the shot blocked or you're a little bit hesitant. And I got to say their guards and their wings also do a tremendous job of fighting over, and that's where you need some easy baskets in transition, which we didn't get because they were scoring on the other end. So there's a lot of things to clean up there from our side. I didn't like how we played offensively in the beginning. We did not have our usual flow in our offense. We didn't have pace. We didn't reverse the ball from side to side, looking for multiple actions. We kept it in the same spot, and against a strong defense like that, playing static basketball is a recipe for a disaster. So I thought we did a better job as we move forward.
And obviously, the injuries have had an impact on practice, and you've mentioned that. But I'm just curious: does losing have an impact on practice or the energy of the team?
Occasionally, just like winning does. Too much of anything is in my experience, a bad thing. I've been on teams that have won, 25 games in a row, and people always come up and ask, "Oh, you must be very happy and relaxed right now." But as a coach, you see that as the confidence of the group goes up, the sense of urgency a lot of times goes down. It's human nature. And when you're losing a lot of games, it's the opposite. Your sense of urgency is going down, and first it causes this tension within the team, and the confidence goes down. So both situations are some of the most difficult ones for a coach, but especially for the players and for the whole team to handle. And I think we've done a relatively good job with that, still finding ways to compete and bounce back to the next games and find from the bad results, find the good parts, and from the strong games that we played, we've tried to find what we can do, what we can still do better. And it's kind of, counterintuitive. Kind of would think that if there's a good game, there's a lot of patting on the back, but that's when there's a lot of good vibes and a lot of positivity. So there's also more openness to listen. And when things are sometimes not going the way you want, sometimes that's definitely not the time to pile on a team, but try to encourage and get the guys to believe in what we are doing. And I think we found a pretty good balance with that. Thanks.